Most important quiz questions on engineering mechanics for competitive exams, part 6. Question number 51. If the sum of all the forces acting on a moving object is 0, the object will option A continue moving with constant velocity, option B accelerate uniformly, option C change the direction of motion, option D slow down and stop. The correct answer is option A, continue moving with constant velocity. Let us see the explanation. This is a fundamental application of Newton's first law of motion, often called the law of inertia. When the net force, that is summation F equals 0, the object is in a state of mechanical equilibrium. In this condition, there is no change in speed, there is no change in direction, and there is a constant velocity. So the correct answer is option A, continue moving with constant velocity. Question number 52. A wedge is usually of a dash in cross section. Option A circular, option B rectangular, option C square, option D triangular or trapezoidal. The correct answer is option D, triangular or trapezoidal. You can see that image, you can see the diagram here. This is the wedge diagram. Let us see the explanation. A wedge is a highly useful and simple machine typically made of wood or metal with a triangular or trapezoidal cross section. The wedge is commonly utilized for making slight adjustments in the position of an object, such as tightening fits or keys for shafts, separating the wooden pieces. So the correct answer is option D, triangular or trapezoidal. Question number 53. The principle on which a screw jack works is similar to that of dash. Option A conical plane, option B rolling plane, option C inclined plane, option D cylindrical plane. The correct answer is option C, inclined plane. Let us see the explanation. A screw jack works on the principle of the inclined plane. The purpose of screw jack is to lifting, holding and positioning the load is done with screw jack. So the correct answer is option C, inclined plane. Question number 54. In a frame at a roller support, the line of action of reaction will be dash. Option A at right angle to the roller base, option B at 45 degree to the roller base, option C parallel to the roller base, option D at 60 degrees to the roller base. The correct answer is option A at right angles to the roller base. Let us see the explanation. The roller supports are unable to resist the lateral loads. They resist only vertical loads. That's why it has only one reaction. This reaction acts perpendicular to the surface and away from it. So the correct answer is option A at right angles to the roller base. Question number 55. For the law of conservation of momentum, which of the following statement is correct? Where m1, m2 are mass of bodies, u1 and u2 are initial velocities, v1 and v2 are final velocities. Question number 1. First statement is the total momentum remains constant. Second statement, mathematically m1 u2 plus m2 u1 equal to m1 v2 plus m2 v1. Let us see the option A only A, option B only 2, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, only 1. Let us see the explanation. For two or more bodies in an isolated system acting upon each other, their total movement the total momentum remains constant unless an external force is applied. Therefore, momentum can neither be created nor destroyed. So mathematically, this expression is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So the statement 1 is correct. Question number 56. Which of the following are correct regarding impulse? Statement 1. The change in momentum is called impulse. Statement 2. For any force F acting during small interval of time of t seconds, the impulse force equal to F into t, Newton's second. Statement 3 is impulse is a scalar quantity. Option A only 1 and 2, option B only 2 and 3, option C only 1 and 3, option D 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option A only 1 and 2. Let us see the explanation. In classical mechanics, impulse is the change in moment of an object. Impulse is the big force acting for a very small interval of time. It is represented by J, sometimes by imp, and expressed in Newton's second. J equal to F into T, where J is impulse, F is force applied, T the small interval of time. Impulse is a vector quantity, not scalar quantity. So the option A is correct. Only 1 and 2 statements are correct. Question number 57. Arrange the following steps related to the application of the virtual work principle from first to last. Statement 1. Identify the forces acting on the system and determine their virtual displacements. Statement 2. Equate the virtual work expression for each force to 0. Statement 3. Express the equilibrium equations based on forces and moments. Option A 1 2 3, option B 2 3 1, option C 1 3 2, option D 3 1 2. The correct answer is option C 1 3 2. Let us see the explanation. Steps in virtual work principle. First step 1 is construct an active force diagram by illustrating the active forces on a free body diagram of the entire system. Step 2. Apply virtual displacements like rotation or deflection to specific points of the system, ensuring that these displacements align with the geometry of the system and appropriately affect the points with unknown forces. Step 3. Evaluate the cumulative virtual work performed by all forces through their respective virtual displacements. Step 4. Account for the virtual work carried out by the reactions solely if the supporting elements themselves undergo virtual displacements. Step 5. Equate the sum of the virtual work to 0 and solve for the unknown components of forces or moments. So the correct answer is option C 1 3 2. Question number 58. A member in a truss can take option A axial force and bending moment, option B only axial force, option C only bending moment, option D bending moment and shear force. The correct answer is option B only axial force. Let us see the explanation. Truss members take only axial forces like tension or compression. they cannot take shear force, bending moment and torsion forces. So the correct answer is option B, only axial force. Question number 59. In method of section, the section must pass through not more than members. Option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, option D 5. The correct answer is option B 3. Let us see the explanation. In method of section, the section must pass through not more than 3 members. So the correct answer is option B 3. Question number 60. The possible loading in various members framed structure are option A bulking or shear, option A buckling or shear, option B compression or tension, option C shear or tension, option D bending. The correct answer is option B compression or tension. Let us see the explanation. The possible loading in various members framed structure are compression or tension only. So the correct answer is option B compression or tension. In the next video lecture, we will discuss few more important questions for competitive exams. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.